Everyone loves gold, and finding it ain't easy. But high in the hills of the Canadian wilderness, a group of friends is hoping to hit the mother lode. The only problem? They don't know what they're doing. They've got just 8 weeks to find the gold before winter comes and their money runs out. They'll either strike out or strike it rich. This is Fool's Gold. Now in week 6 of their gold mining adventure,
hang on, whoa.
The shotgun exploration team has overcome plenty of obstacles.
Hey, nice job, Jim.
Despite their hard work, the crew still hasn't found the big gold they've been hoping for. So Todd is heading to an assay lab in Thunder Bay with 10 samples from his mine to determine how much gold he's got in the ground.
An assay, basically it's a method of seeing how much gold is in your sample, and that helps us know exactly which type of material we would target.
So that's the analytical portion. What we'll do next to this sample will be pulverized. So it goes from the fine grain, and we turn into a bread flour consistency.
Well, obviously there's a lot of electronic equipment and a lot of automation.
I like this area where you have to talk really loud and point a lot.
Yeah.
From the crushing to the pulverizer, it gets sent over to the furnace to be smelted.
We have a little smelter furnace. Can't we basically do this at my mine?
You could. Health and safety reasons, I wouldn't advise it. We do it in a controlled fashion.
Yeah.
It's not an easy bake oven.
It gets smelted into a little lead ball, and the little lead ball gets put into a kipple, I don't know what it's called. It basically absorbs all the lead, and what's left is a little tiny bead of precious metals.
That's the whole purpose of the whole process,
Right.
is to get that little tiny silver
little
bead with any gold that was in the sample.
They didn't have any of my samples done at the time.
You give me rocks, I give you numbers.
Hope my numbers are good.
But now that I've seen the process done, I'm definitely a lot more informed.
Back at camp, the team is in full production mode for the first time since arriving at Straw Lake.
Delivery, Roger.
Hey!
You take a step back and take a look at our foundation right now, and kind of looks to me like we've actually got a mining operation.
This could be like a running frickin' gold mine again, back to 1941.
Everything's in production. Everything's flowing smooth.
Every day we're making a little bit of a step forward. We're getting there.
I got to be down there, and I'm getting dirty plus wet.
Oh, hey!
So it's just a dirty situation.
Grizz, I got some sand in my butt crack. What the hell did you get it in there? What do you think? Throw it on your bass crack?
That's the bottom line on that one.
Everything seems to be running smooth, so just we're crossing our fingers and hope that it stays running.
Meanwhile, at the fire pit,
I can't lift that, so it's gonna take long.
Todd has put the girls on rock crushing duty.
We're supposed to crush up those tailings to get the gold out.
No. Tilt it back a bit.
It's a welcome change of pace for Alexa and Olivia.
Well, instead of the cooking and cleaning, our main job was just to be crushing rock and sending the pails down to the shaker table.
I was kind of secretly hoping that we could get in on the gold mining. I do want to get my hands dirty, for sure.
Oh, it's tiring, too.
Oh.
And your clothes gets ruined every single day. It is as boring as it sounds.
I just want to know that there's gold here.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
You can see a bunch of sparklies.
After a couple of days' wait, the assay results are in, and Todd will finally know how much gold is in the tailings he's been digging.
The results are good. It's full bore ahead. We've got to start getting as much gold out as we can this season and make a lot of money. Oh, for sakes. The assay result is pretty disappointing. The tailings, it was supposed to be the easy money, but it's not.
What's going on?
I got the assay results, 23.8 ounces per ton.
It would take us a month to make $1,600, and we would spend probably 40 grand in that month.
Holy, I thought we were gonna do better than that.
It's shocking to know that we've been digging in the wrong spot. It's an eye-opener.
The assay results confirm Todd's biggest fear, that the gold is still out of reach.
My original, estimation of hoping to get 60 ounces, it's just never gonna happen.
So Todd is swearing Grizz to secrecy until he can find a solution.
I don't know what else to say other than something has to work here.
If Todd plans on finding higher grade tailings, he needs advice and he needs it fast. So he's digging into the past.
Everyone who worked in the mine's dead, so there's not many people left to continue the story of Straw Lake.
Luckily for Todd, Grizz has a connection to the old mine. Local residents Wayne and Joe George.
What's going on?
I think you're on my claim.
They're old friends of the family. I've known them since I even can remember.
You know what a prospector is?
What's that?
A liar with a hole in the ground.
No doubt. Oh, here he comes.
Joe and Wayne were the pioneers of this area. You want to come look at the shaft?
Sure.
They had relatives that worked in the mine. Must have been a big operation to have all this.
Oh, yeah.
So, Wayne, you were around when they capped this shaft then?
That's over 20 years ago.
A lot of prospecting is always done around old shafts. For someone to take the time to dig a shaft, there was something there. So how many of them are here? Just the one, or?
No.
There's a few more, you think?
There's like maybe 5.
Really?
Yeah.
They're a total wealth of information. Open shaft.
Open shaft.
And he explained it better that there's more than one that are buried. I never knew that, so that's real good information.
I heard up the road there was a mine that caved in and they just walked away from it and left the guys in it. Back in them days, who really gave a damn? And,
yeah. The Lost Axe Road, where 12 or more miners got buried.
They just left them. It was too big a job to go in and get them.
And they're still there today.
Still there.
Wow.
Well, it's definitely not common to leave 12 bodies underground. I mean, that's not common at all. And no one's ever been prospected that place since because no one would go around there. They said there were just weird things happening and the crew couldn't hang around.
What, ghosts and
Yeah.
Yeah. There's probably a few of them out there.
Gold mining is pretty hard on its own, but you add ghost into it, and there's gonna be a problem.
Ghosts.
There's so many people that have seen these things.
I do believe there's ghosts out in the forest here.
Obviously, they're pissed off because they're dead, right?
I don't know if the ghosts are unhappy that we're here, but we should be seeing gold, and we're not, so they could be, giving us bad luck.
Well, all I know is a young guy got shoved off the dock by a girl, and he went down and he drowned.
Somebody comes into the camp and says there's ghosts. It's hard not to have that in the back of your mind. I don't eat this stuff.
Now, a hint of the paranormal is getting Raj riled up.
You hear them stories, and it's not all from crazy people either.
Never seen a ghost or nothing like that. But I mean, everybody knows a person that has a ghost story.
I don't know. I was splitting firewood for the rock crusher.
Well, that's back by that old shaft.
Everybody had gone in to grab supper and clean up, and I thought I'd split a little bit of wood at the end of the day, and I swear to God I heard something behind me.
So do you think that there's a ghost up here? The mine's haunted?
I would almost bet money on it that this place is haunted. It's hard sleeping as it is out here, let alone knowing every time you gotta go outside to take a pee, there's a ghost might stab you in the back. Well, let's head back to the mine.
It could be haunted. I mean, mines are typically haunted, so maybe it is.
There's a struggle at the foundation where the strain of production is creating trouble for the trommel, which the crew has spent the past few weeks fixing over and over and over again.
Hang on. Whoa, 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 whoa.
We just spent all this time making that trommel work, and now it just makes no sense to me.
The situation even has Matt questioning if the spirit world is to blame.
I think all the equipment failing could be a ghost.
Liv! Olivia!
The only solution is to try and get the trommel running again.
If there's a ghost really trying to push our around the gold here, I'd have to say, hit the street, buddy. Go home.
It's just creepy out here. It feels like someone's watching you lots of the time. It actually does, though. It's weird.
Just tighten her up as much as possible. Good job, Liv.
It could be a ghost, I mean.
Is that as tight as you can get it?
Yeah.
Okay, you're good.
So just Like, leave us alone. Like, get out of here.
Good job, thank you. Finally get this thing going.
With the crew still unaware of the poor assays, it's business as usual for Raj,
Oh, I gotta be honest with you. This is the scary part, man.
who's under pressure from Todd to turn the flakes of gold they've found so far into nuggets.
Well, we'll be all right.
There's no we in this, Raj. I don't do chemicals, man.
What if I drop?
I'll go get help. It's all yours, buddy.
Oh, hold on now, before you run away. It's scary because I don't really know exactly what I'm doing yet with the procedure. Water to acid or acid to water? Chemistry's not necessarily my thing.
It's better Raj and me being in there, that's for sure. I definitely wouldn't have went in there with rain pants on and rubber kitchen gloves. I don't think that's the proper safety gear.
Okay, you got the water in there? Yeah, I got some water in there now.
Add 1 to 4 ounces of 7% iodine.
This stuff's 8% though. I'll put 3 in.
Add enough nitric acid to bring the pH down.
Nitric acid?
Nitric acid,
Yeah.
whatever.
I think Raj was a little scared in there. I could hear it in his voice.
How much? It doesn't say, just enough to bring the pH down.
You don't eyeball chemistry. It's gotta be exact.
Add the ore.
Okay. If I could skip that chem gold treatment, yeah, I would skip it for sure. I can't tell.
All right, I'm getting the out of here.
I think I should get danger pay for having to go in that chem lab.
What are you doing?
Ah, damn it. That's more than I want to be doing. Do that.
It's only page 1, man.
With the chemistry experiment over, Raj will have to find a new way to separate the gold.
Sucks, man. Back to the drawing board.
After learning there are more mine shafts on the property from the George brothers, Todd is sending Grizz out to hunt for any high-grade material around them.
We're gonna start looking for more tailings down the hill, and we're hoping to find a good batch of them. Gotta narrow down where that high-grade gold is.
There's gold all around here, is the bottom line. So we gotta find where the big kahuna is, and we gotta find it damn quick.
What's going on with it?
Bad luck continues to haunt the shotgun crew.
The excavator wouldn't run. It was overheating and everything. I know what this thing needs.
I have a bad feeling.
Wasn't for bad luck, we'd have no luck, it seems like.
I mean, there's just too many ghost stories around here to think that there's not something going on. I don't know, but we gotta do something.
A lack of gold.
Oh, for sakes.
A string of bad luck.
What's going on with it?
And the hint of ghosts.
I do believe there's ghosts out in the forest here.
Has spooked the crew. So Todd is willing to try anything to get his operation back on track.
I don't know what people do when it comes to ghosts on a mine site. I mean, I don't know. Bring in a psychic, I guess. So you've been a psychic your whole life?
Yeah. So I was born psychic.
I thought it would help the crew because a lot of them were talking about ghosts and that kind of stuff. So I thought she could tell them it's no big deal, that the ghosts can't hurt them.
You know, for me, basically, I see spirits, I feel energies, I hear voices.
It's like a bad juju around here. Weird things going on. You know, it'd just be nice to get an explanation of what's going on around here, that's for sure.
And while Todd has seen the proper way to refine the gold, Raj and Jimmy are still doing things their own way.
We're just gonna fire it up just to see that it works, eh? That smelter separates the gold from the slag. Okay, do it. Beyond that, I'm not really sure how it works, to be honest with you.
Any of this stuff bad for us?
More than likely.
Kind of a complicated process. You make a mix of baking soda and borax and silica sand.
Stuff looks like sugar. And now, 40 parts of the silicon sand. Next time we see that, it's gonna be a puddle of gold. There she goes. Wow. Yeah, it was a nice sunny day. Jim and I get together, we like to have a few jars, we like to have a few beers.
Waiting for it to cook seemed like a good part because no one's bugging us because it looks like we're working. We got to drink a little beer.
5 more minutes, and then we'll be good. Perfect. I think we cooked it for close to 2 hours. Let's have a look at her, what do you think?
Yeah, steady.
I don't want to get burnt. I don't want to get splashed.
Nothing's coming out.
It's coming.
Oh, we're good.
It's supposed to be like a molten solution, but that didn't happen.
I think we screwed it up.
No, No ghost prevented it from smelting properly. That didn't have anything to do with it. The ghosts are down at the mine. We're up here at the camp.
As bad luck continues camp-wide, Todd is making a last-ditch effort to get things moving in the right direction.
My bottom line is reassure the crew, ghosts aren't there to hurt you. You see something, hear something, big deal. Get over it and work.
I didn't know what to think. I looked up the hill and seen some lady there in a pink scarf with a... looked like a plumb bob that I would use for carpentry.
Kind of looked like Todd, so I thought it was like Todd's sister that no one knew about.
The shaft is right back there. It's probably 100 feet.
She didn't look like any type of a gold expert or anything in my eyes.
So, how many people have died here?
Well, they said that there were tons of people that died in and around the area,
Okay.
but none of those were really on record.
Right.
So basically, this is our old,
Oh, wow.
the old shaft here.
Well, there's definitely very heavy, dark spirits, and they don't want you here. My sense is they're pretty pissed off, and you really need to work with them and appease them and ask their permission so that you can go in there and be successful the way you want to be. That's why
Okay.
you've been having so much trouble.
So do you think I should, we should stop work right now?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
If there's some bad spirits hanging around, we just want to clear that out.
Oh, hey, how come you shut the Jenny down, Todd? Hey, Todd, I'm right in the middle of running the shaker table, you know?
That's golden rule number 1 on that shaker table. Never shut the thing down while it's in process.
Usually if we stop working, I'm not gonna complain, but when we're in the middle of a job, then yeah, I'm gonna get pissed.
With the work at a halt, Todd has asked psychic Tara to help calm the spirits, whether the crew thinks it's needed or not.
We're not having much luck. Basically, at this point, I'm willing to try anything.
We're going to create a sacred circle here to do our ceremony to cleanse the energy.
I don't care if a voodoo queen comes and does a shakedown. Anything that gets gold is gonna work for me.
We'll call in the spirits that have been not too happy here.
Anytime in my entire life I've ever seen a bunch of grass rolled up like that, a bunch of guys are token on it.
I'll say ho, and you all say ho, and that's your vibration. Ho. It means that goes for me. And then you'll put a little bit of tobacco on the earth. So we call upon the spirits that have been blocking the endeavors of Todd and his crew here.
I don't think Todd is superstitious, but I think he's just trying to do whatever he can to find something in this land. If it means talking to spirits, I guess whatever. Let him do what he wants.
So we ask those spirits for compassion and to accept our new awareness. Ho.
Oh.
And then a little bit of tobacco, okay?
If we're gonna take the gold, we give a gift back, and a tobacco is a traditional gift.
So the circle is open, but unbroken. So merry meet and merry part and merry meet again.
I don't know what the is going on here. This is weird.
Thank you very much for really opening yourselves up to this. We want to get you all back mining and off back to your lives.
I'm predicting we find gold too. Maybe I'm psychic.
With the spirit world appeased, tracking down the high-grade tailings is gonna rely on fixing the excavator.
It wouldn't run. It was overheating and everything, so it was. We gotta get that thing fixed.
So Grizz is heading to his deceased father's cabin in hopes of finding an air filter.
I knew that my old man, like he's a heavy equipment operator, he's got all kinds of up there. And I took a chance. Nope, there's one here. It's not a small thing either. Shouldn't have to be looking for the anyways. Nothing goes right around this place. I was freaking out because of, like, all the other that's going wrong. Matter of finding it and all this junk. What else can go wrong? It ain't one thing, it's another.
Like, everything's been happening, like, our gold op's been...
We only ran that thing for how long?
6 hours, I think.
Everything's a one step forward, 2 steps back. Holy look at that, Matt.
Oh.
We found one. That's the best luck we've had since we've been here. Who would have thought?
That's perfect. It's brand new.
Maybe we should have to make some peace offerings. We haven't been doing that. Maybe we should start actually, respecting the land a little bit. Maybe offer some tobacco.
I guess, you know, there might be ghosts because Mike said he didn't drink the 4 beer out of the fridge. There's nobody else in there, so you never know. Well, at least we got an air filter.
Even with the machinery running again, they haven't found the high-grade tailings. So if Todd hopes to make any money this season, he'll need to make a change.
Even at the quarter-ton-per-hour operation that we're working right now, there are so many bottlenecks that we're just losing money.
I think we're gonna have to spend what's left of the money and get some new equipment in here.
That's what we have to do then. Or else just pack it in, and I don't want to pack it in.
If we don't get higher ton-per-hour equipment, we're just dead in the water.
I think I can get the equipment in here. So,
Well, then that's fine. We'll do it.
and that's gonna tell us whether or not we come back next year.
And even though they have a new plan in place,
We need gold. Golden God's gotta give us some.
Raj isn't taking any chances.
We need some positive energy.
Where is the gold?
It's all about staying positive out here.
Is it this way? Is it that way? Am I standing on it?
Cannot hurt at this point. We need as much luck as we can because our machinery is garbage.
Brother Todd, what is it that you need?
Escorts and money.
If there's golden gods out there, hope they listen to our prayers, even though they're a little bit sideways.
Happiness and a pet dinosaur with a saddle.
I need a new gas tank for my truck.
I don't know. Personal private jet.
Big house full of cats.
A hairless cat.
Shave one of her cuts.
One way or the other, it's better for the crew to move ahead with a little hope.
1, 2, 3, go!
And just get back to work.